Hello and welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 183 is wrote on my sheet, but it might be 184, I don't remember. I am one of your hosts, MC Fixer, alongside Gatorade. No, it's just Crash. Crash, how are you?
Doing well. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. I'm sorry that our friendship is... You've become like every other person in my life that I just message and go, hey, I need a favour. And you're like, yeah, I got you, don't worry. I got you. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, except I'm here. Where are those other people, Fix, huh?
It's a really good point. You know, fuck you, Mickey and Andy and Jack, IRL people that I see on... Yeah, no, fuck you all. No, I'm joking. How are you, Crash? Been long time since you've been on the podcast. Long time since we podcasted together, seeing as I cancelled our show.
Yeah, been a minute.
I want to bring back that show, if that makes you feel any better.
I'll feel better when it happens, you know?
Look, hey, I'm playing Days Gone right now, which we don't care about on this podcast, I understand. And I have faults, so I need somewhere to put those faults. I'm just saying.
Schedule's open for you, Fix.
We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll bring it back. Maybe we will.
Maybe? What just happened?
If you don't know, My Xbox and Me is our weekly Xbox podcast here on youtube.com/mcfixer, youtube.com/myxboxandme, and of course, when I'm late, I do it live here on twitch.tv/mcfixer. Remember, if you want the show early, sorry about this week, I will give you a quick rundown on why we're not early and we're recording late this week. Scheduling messed up with Mike because of me, totally. And then I was going to record it Friday, and I forgot there was my granddad's funeral on Friday. I know, how'd you forget such a thing? And then I was like, oh crap, I've got to get to it. And then I was at Haley's nan's, and I was like, oh god, I've not recorded the show. I need to message someone I know that can do it. Chris is here. Chris has made it. We're doing it. But yeah, go subscribe on YouTube's, and obviously you can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Spotify. And we usually go live every Friday, unless I do something wrong. Topic of the show this week, Crash. The big one. There's not really much news this week, I'll be honest with you. Square Enix has announced that its plans for E3 2019 have been revealed, and it will be hosting a special broadcast, aka press conference, on Monday, June 10th at 6 p.m. PT / 9 p.m. ET. To showcase an exciting lineup of titles. Obviously, the big news here is that Square Enix are taking Sony's spot in this year's E3. How'd you feel about that?
I mean, it makes sense. The later time slot's better for Japan, I assume, with the time difference.
Yep, that would make a lot of sense. Yep.
I'm assuming, yeah, that's the only reason I could assume that they really went for it. I don't know what time slot they used to have last time they did it.
Tuesday, right? Monday was Sunday was it's all been weird. Alright, so Sunday used to be Bethesda. Then Monday we would get, and again I'm trying to really work it out from British. So Sunday was Bethesda, Monday was Xbox at 9 o'clock. Then we would not sleep and we would do UB. They were on Tuesday, I'm pretty sure. Like them and Nintendo had their treehouse, and I'm pretty sure they were Tuesday.
But they were earlier in the day.
Yeah, but during the day, in the day for me. Yes, yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Early in the day for me as well. It wasn't at night time. It was like during sort of midday-ish sort of for me, if I remember right.
So this is definitely a lot better for their Japan time, I'd assume.
I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of happy about it. In a way, I'm not really like the biggest Square Enix fan when it comes to games. Like, just their games don't usually jive with me. But you know what I've been like throughout all this E3 nonsense, where I'm like, they're taking away my E3. What am I going to do about my watch-alongs?
Right.
No, we're all good. Bethesda, there. Xbox, there. Square Enix, there. Ubisoft, there. We'll have the weird PC show that no one cares about, but we'll watch it anyway because we need content.
Especially now. Now there's nothing to like. I remember last year it was like the PC show was happening and something else was happening. I can't remember what it was. And we were like,
Devolver Digital. Devolver.
We were like, I'd rather watch Devolver. I hope they space it out now so those two aren't overlapping. Because that'd be horrible.
Now we're just like, content. Give me it all. But yeah, so that's obviously good news. I'll be doing a watch along. I'm sure Chris, you'll be doing a watch along as well. And yeah, we'll see what happens with all of that. Chris, what's been in your box this week? What have you been playing? Thankfully, this is like the we got our fighting game news expert. Here he comes, Crash. Come on down, Crash. What you been playing? Talk about Mortal Kombat. We can't talk about it, so please.
You didn't even let me announce what I'm playing. You just spoiled it.
Let's go. Crash, what you been playing?
I've been playing this new game that came out relatively recently, Mortal Kombat 11.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was gonna say Super Smash Bros. I'm like, wrong podcast, wrong podcast. Let's talk about Mortal Kombat. How is it? Do you like it?
It's fun. I really like it. From a purely gameplay standpoint, it plays amazing.
Okay.
Not a lot like MKX. I know some people don't like that. Some people really liked MKX. I prefer the more footsie heavy game of MK11, and footsie would mean more so pacing and where you are and opening up the opponent, as opposed to MKX, which was like super rounds ended very quick in MKX. It was a really quick game.
Okay.
I like it. Has a couple of issues.
Yeah. What such as?
Towers are very annoying.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Which is
why is that
the PvE system?
Yeah.
They just have a lot of like really annoying mechanics that I think they did it to introduce challenge to add longevity to the towers, but it didn't really work out. And there's the crypt, which is sort of how you unlock gear and costumes and brutalities and fatalities and all that stuff. It's really in depth now. It's really dope. You walk around third person and you're going around the crypt, finding stuff, unlocking different rooms and whatnot, and that's all really cool. Except the grinding to unlock stuff in there is actually very tedious and not super enjoyable.
Okay. How would you change that then? If it's a fighting, for me, again, I don't play fighting games at all. So for me, it's just a case of you jump in the game, you fight one person, you click, right. You play, boom, there it is. I've not played any of the Injustice. I've not played a Mortal Kombat since probably Mortal Kombat 2. I think the last game the last fighting game I enjoy playing was Tekken Tag Tournament on the PS2. So fighting games not my thing. I'm sure they've evolved a lot since the last time I played. So what's a grind in a fighting game? Like what are you just playing? I'm guessing, right? What?
It's unlocking the outfits and the fatalities and all that stuff. So normally grinding in a fighting game doesn't really exist. It's normally just going and fight. It's something that like NetherRealm sort of them have been doing.
Okay.
With Injustice, you could unlock gear and equip different gear, which would change how your character looks cosmetically, but also give your character different stats and stuff like that. They decided to separate the stats and the cosmetics this time around.
Okay.
So they're all separate.
Which is a better
it's also why better thing, 100%. NetherRealm's sort of done this thing where they appeal to the casual audience that might be like, that looks interesting, but I don't want to play against real people. It's like, oh, yeah. Oh, here it is. You have a computer AI that you can fight against, and you can grind out gear and loot and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And they have the system there that I could see it being great. It's just, it's too tedious, and it's a pain to get the rewards. And sometimes the rewards don't even really feel worth what you went through. Yeah. I know they have a big patch coming out that'll apparently fix some of this stuff, so I don't know.
But you can only talk on what you've been playing right now. So totally understandable. Well, let's talk about the story. And obviously, no spoilers, but how is it? That was the part that really got me. As much as I don't know these characters very well, the time travel aspect, and obviously the characters that I have known since I played Mortal Kombat like 1 and 2. Like, I know those iconic characters. How is the story? Do you like it? Have you finished it?
I'm halfway through. I like it. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's not anything that I've played so far. It's not anything crazy that'll blow your mind or anything.
Fair enough, yeah.
But I personally, I don't go into fighting games expecting that. It's more of like an action. When you go to a movie and you watch an action movie, it's more akin to that. It's like you're supposed to sit down, have fun, and enjoy the movie.
Yeah, it's not. There's no deeper meaning. There's no no heart-wrenching moments. In Mortal Kombat, which I'm sure people are not going in for, but I'm sure there are people out there like, oh, it could have been better, you know.
Right. There's always people that could have been better.
There's always someone. Anything we're missing on Mortal Kombat? Okay, let's do it from two perspectives. Someone who loves fighting games, should they pick this game up?
Yes. If you like Street Fighter MK9, I'd say pick it up. I think it's a really fun game. I think the mechanics are really good. Yeah, I would recommend picking it up. I don't think there's any character that's super either busted or super bad. I think they're all like comparable. I think obviously as time goes on, you'll have the better characters and the worst characters and whatnot. But I think overall it's a pretty balanced game right now.
And then from a casual point of view, me, someone who's not played fighting games, is this a game that I should jump in or should I just stick to Smash?
Stick to Smash.
Ooh,
I
okay.
like if you're really interested in it, I'd recommend waiting to see what the changes come for the grind.
Got ya.
And then if you're interested in the story, only the story, I'd recommend waiting for it to drop in price probably.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for the fighting news with Crash. Let's get to games that people actually care about. World War Z, motherfuckers. So I've been playing World War Z. Thank you to Deep Silver who sent me a copy of the game. Sent me a couple of copies actually. So I've got a copy of World War Z. Oh, it's in the bag still. To give away on this very podcast. All you need to do is email in my Xbox and me podcast@gmail.com. We have got a brand new copy in its cellophane to give away. That will be UK only, unfortunately. So I know like 50% of this audience are like, hey, F you, Fixer, you suck. But nonetheless, email in. I will pick one at random next week. So there you go for that. But yeah, World War Z. I've been playing it. I played it with Haley. It's interesting. It's the best I can say is it's a third person Left 4 Dead. That's what this is. You jump in. I've done the New York. I've done 2 levels, which is New York, and then there's another one that I finished. There's a couple more. There's not too many levels. There's not that much content there. But it is very much run in, pick up a gun, shoot as much as you can. It has a horde mode aspect to it at certain parts of the game where you have to hold up an area like, I don't know, like you're trying to unlock a door or something stupid like that. And you can put down turrets, you can put down barbed wire and some other bits. It's cool, it's fun. It does have these really amazing moments where they get so many zombies on screen at one time that it does feel really amazing, them sprinting at you, like hundreds upon hundreds of zombies, or they're dropping from the sky, or they're jumping at you. That feels really, really cool. I don't think the gunplay is bad. I don't think it's amazing. Like, again, it's a double A. It's only £35. It's a double A third-person shooter, and I think most people will know what I mean by that. It feels a type of way. Does it feel bad? No. But does it feel like a Call of Duty? No. It feels okay. It doesn't feel bad. For a budget title, I definitely think it's worth playing. If you just want to get you and 3 friends together to experience you all joking around in an Xbox party or Discord or however it is you speak, and you just want to run around shooting zombies, picking up different weapons and having a good time, it's a lot of fun that way. If you're going in and expecting World War Z to be, again, story driven, no, don't worry about the story, it's dumb.
Yeah.
Graphically beautiful, no, I don't think it's ugly, but I don't think it's like setting the benchmark for graphics. It's got a couple of different level difficulties for people that want to do that, but there is no real reward for doing it, apart from extra XP. Each gun has a separate level, which I quite like. So as you're progressing, you're unlocking different guns and different variations of pistols, different variations of shotguns, machine guns, etc., etc. I like that. There's little challenge tokens. You've got different skill trees for each different character class, which is cool. Again, there's enough there if you want to sit down, play the game, and then start grinding out. You want to unlock all the guns, you want to unlock all the skills, you want to do that. There's stuff there, but from a content point of view, and this is, I'm talking from what I've played and from what I've now spoke to other people that have played the game as well, because I've not finished the game just because I haven't got that many people to play it with, and it was fun when me and Haley were playing it, and I enjoyed it, and it was great to show it off to you guys, and I know a few people have picked it up because of me, so thank you. I hope you went in with the right expectations, and I think that's all this is a £35 budget game. If you like shooting zombies, if you like Left 4 Dead, and you prefer third person, all those things that I do, I love it. So for that reason, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, any questions, Chris, that you want to...
So is there a wave mode in that, where you're just fighting waves of hordes, or is it only levels?
So wait, so you're progressing. So what happens from what the two world scenarios that I've played through is you're progressing through the story, and then you'll get to a certain part in the story, where it will become sort of like just a huge horde of zombies will start running at you. Each set piece level has this, and then that's when you're sort of unlocking. There's like bombs that can unlock certain doors, and that's where you go get your traps and stuff like that. But you can miss that altogether. So then you're just fighting it off with just your shotguns and your machine guns and stuff like that. So it's not like wave 1, bing, wave 2,
Right.
bing. No, it's like
so there is a bit of
horde.
replayability.
Yeah, definitely. But
If you miss something, you go back and check it out.
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not. I played New York a couple of times now, and I'm like, yeah, there's not much reason to play it again once you've done it, and that was kind of the biggest letdown, where it was like, okay, cool, let's play it, and I saw myself, I was like, okay, cool, I can play this game, I can do every single level, and that would be it for me. There's nothing. I don't really care about the guns because my guns do enough damage. I'm not that type of person that needs to have everything unlocked, but I get it. If I'm paying £35 for this game, you want to know how much replayability you're going to get out of it. I do think it's fun enough that if you was to pick it up, or if enough of the community was to pick it up, and they were like, hey, Fixer, you fancy playing World War Z? I'd be like, hell yeah, let's jump on. It's that relaxing type game, where you don't have to think. There's no stress. Yeah. There's no division. You're not working on bills. It's not Anthem where there's no content. You know what you're getting. You're going in to shoot zombies in the face. Sorted. That's what this game is.
Would you recommend this to Left 4 Dead enthusiasts?
Yes, anyone who likes zombies, number one, you should pick it up. Just strictly for the set piece moments of like the electronic fence, and you put traps on the fences, and like you see the zombies just frying on that, or just the sheer amount of zombies they can get on screen at one time is really impressive. But yeah, anyone who likes Left 4 Dead, who likes zombie horde killing games, this is for you, definitely.
Including Gears of War horde mode. That as well.
I think Gears of War horde mode is probably more in depth than what this is. This is very basic, literally a turret, a turret gun that you can control, and a bit of barbed wire. Those are what I've experienced so far, and some traps that you put on the electric fences. There's nothing more than that from what I've experienced. So Gears of War is a little bit more in depth. There's more planning that goes into Gears of War. It's like, I'm going to sit in that tower, where this isn't that. This is pretty much set up, kill, move on.
Got it.
So, yeah. But enjoyable experience. Definitely think anyone should go check it out. If you're on the fence, feel free to hit me up, especially if you want people to play with. Hit me up, XoB Fixer on Xbox, or you can find me on socials, you know where. Come on. And then next up, for all I've played this week, we'll get back to you in a second, Crash, but Fortnite Avengers Endgame mode. We played this together.
Yes.
I had a lot of fun with it, personally.
Yeah, it was surprisingly fun, I'll be honest. I didn't expect it to be as much to it as there was.
Yeah, so the preference of the mode is, it's so there's Iron Man's hands, Thor's hammer, Hawkeye's bow, and Captain America's shield.
Yeah.
So those are the new special weapons that you can use if you are part of the heroes team. So what happens is you have the heroes and the villains, let's say. You will go into this mode, and your job as the heroes is to stop the villains, who you play as I think they're called the Kree. Again, I just watched Endgame.
Not Kree.
They're not Kree, are they? What are they called? You know what I'm on about,
They are
right?
Kree.
Is it Kree?
They are Kree.
I just watched Endgame as well.
I'm confused.
I was like getting to this point. I was like, damn.
I'm getting confused with Captain Marvel now. Right now, I'm gonna be honest.
That's exactly.
Captain Marvel's Skrull, isn't it?
Yes,
so it would be
Skrull.
Kree. It is Kree.
Thank God. See, I got it right. Everyone chill out. All right, everyone chill out. So yeah, you play as them, or you can play as Thanos, but you have to obviously get the Thanos. I don't know if it's given to you or if you.
I think it's chosen randomly.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Either way.
I think I never got it, so I don't.
Exactly,
I don't know.
me either. But I have played as both sides, and obviously the the Kree, which we think it is, I hope I've said that right, have their own special guns. One's a blaster and one's like a machine gun type gun.
And they have a jetpack.
And then they have a jetpack as well, exactly. So your job as the Kree is to help Thanos get all 6 Infinity Stones, which are plastered all over the map. They pop up and you can go follow them. And as heroes, which I've now learned, is you can... they're not the Kree, they are the... How the hell do you say
Chitauri.
that? Chitauri. Thank you very much, Ricky. Appreciate it. In Twitch chat.
You can get
That
some
is
hate
right.
fix.
Everyone's going to come for me. It's like, yo, you're such a fake fan. Ugh. How many times did you see Endgame? I'm like, well, I've only seen it once, and I'll spoil it for you. So shut the hell up. All right? No, I'm joking. I won't spoil it, I promise. Yeah, so we played that, and... like, you can play as the heroes, but I didn't realize you can get every single weapon. So... yeah, you don't have to just have one weapon. I played with Toxic Chris after you for a little while, and you can have all of the weapons if you find them along the map. If you go looking, there's chests. And if you open a chest, that's what they have in them. So there's no shields, there's no heals in it. It's a strictly respawn mode. And you have everything that you have in your inventory you will respawn with.
The Chitauri have a set amount of lives. I think it's 100. And once they're out of lives, you win.
They lose, yeah.
Yeah. And... the heroes keep respawning until you get all 6 stones, and then they're on their last life until they die.
Exactly. But yeah, overall, I've played every single one now. I've played all of the heroes. I've tried all the abilities. They all feel really good. They all feel fun. They all feel like each character is meant to be. Cap feels cool. He can throw his shield and block bullets. Obviously, Iron Man can fly, sort of. It's more like a float, right? You sort of like a jetpack, and then obviously he has a lock on where he shoots and does about 75 damage. And then Hawkeye's got his bow, which is cool, which is already in the game, which was easy for him to transfer over. It just works. I didn't think it would. I didn't think it would be that fun, but it does. It is fun and it does work.
It's a fun mode. It's like, we're getting on Fortnite for the day. Let's start with a match of this, or. We've lost like 3 times in a row. Let's just go play some. I don't know what the mode's called.
Endgame. I think it's called
Endgame.
Yeah. So yeah, it's cool. I enjoy it. I think it's definitely worth playing. It's definitely fun for people that don't enjoy Fortnite. If you don't enjoy the building, if you don't enjoy getting outbuilt by 12-year-olds and stuff like that, this mode is actually fun because you don't have any of that. It's just literally. Yeah. You can do whatever you want. You can camp. You can sit back. You can do literally what you want. Go in, die as many times as you want, as if you're a hero. And yeah, it's just fun. A lot of fun. So definitely suggest that. And again, it's free. So what's not to like about it? So yeah. Anything else you've been playing, Crash?
No. MKX is about it. MK11 is about it. Nothing else really.
Fair enough. Well, let's talk about our Patreon producer this month, our boy Mike Lynch. Mike, thank you so much for supporting the show now for such a long time. Without you, dude, I wouldn't be able to do it. So thank you very, very, very much. Let's get into the news. Not much news this week, unfortunately. So short show, but you've got a show nonetheless. Division 2 and Skittle.
Sekiro.
I almost got it.
You tried really hard. You tried a little bit too hard.
To be fair, Amy taught me how to say it the other day. So now I try to put an accent on when I say it, and I'm just like, Shadow Die twice. Are both the best-selling games of March 2019. March 2019 software sales hit 547 million, but for the quarter, software sales were up 2% compared to last year's 1.5 billion. So games are selling better. It's hardware that's not moving as well as it did last year. To be fair, that makes a lot of sense. We've got a new console, literally. 2 new consoles on the way, and obviously we've got the whole streaming world and stuff like that, so that makes perfect sense. MPD tracks physical sales at retailers, but also it gets digital data directly from publishers, but not every company participates. For example, Nintendo does not share its first-party sales, and Activision Blizzard does not provide Battle.net sales. These charts are sorted by dollar sales and not the number of units sold, so it goes a little something like this on the software side. Division 2, Shadow Dies Twice, MLB 19 The Show, Devil May Cry 5, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Red Dead Redemption 2, NBA 2K19, Grand Theft Auto 5, Yoshi's Crafted World, and Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Other than that, you've got the Division 2 launch Division 2's launch sales are the 6th highest in Ubisoft history, and so far it's the best-selling game of 2019. That's amazing considering the French publisher has had so many hits in recent years, such as Far Cry 5 or Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Did I get it right? Almost.
Yeah.
Came in second, and it's the 8th best selling game of the year. It's also FromSoft's second best launch, trading Dark Souls 3 in 2016. Other than that, Devil May Cry 5 came in 4th and had its best, and had the second best launch sales in the month franchise history. The record holder for Capcom, Devil May Cry 4. In 2018. And last but not least, Square Enix Kingdom Hearts 3 shows up as well. It launched in February, but remains the best-selling game of the year. Its lifetime sales are already better than the originals from 2002.
Also, quick, Devil May Cry 4 was in 2008, not 2018.
Sorry, my mistake. Thank you. EA's Anthem is also on the list, and it came in at number 11th, the co-op shooter. I don't even know how it's still that high. We'll talk about that in a little bit soon, though. This is how Q1 looks, though. Like I say, for top games sold: Kingdom Hearts 3, Division 2, Anthem, Resident Evil 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, a lot of twos, Jump Force, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sekiro, Shadow Dies Twice, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and Super Smash Bros. U Deluxe. The top 10 for March is something like this: Red Dead Redemption 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, NBA 2K19, Super Smash Bros., Madden NFL 19, Marvel Spider-Man, God of War, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, FIFA 19, and Mario Kart 8. Some top games up there, Crash, especially for Q1. If you look at that, the top 3, the top 4 are strong, obviously. Kingdom Hearts, Division, Anthem, which is crazy to think in the grand scheme of things now, and Resident Evil 2. The thing that really shocks me is, imagine we didn't get all the news that came out about Anthem. Imagine Jason Schreier doesn't put out the article. Imagine that we don't find out any of the news that we have been finding out as late, and Anthem just sells well. We're like, oh god, we may not, there's not enough content, but Anthem's doing really well. We can expect more. We would have totally been looking at this in a total different light.
Like, it has a very bright future ahead. Mm-hmm. Now it's questionable. Hopeful, but very questionable. We don't know where things will go now.
Well, yeah, it's great that it's up there, obviously, and I hope that they turn it around. We've had this discussion. I'm sure we'll have it in a little bit because we've got some news coming up about it, but I'm interested to see where it goes. Obviously, I'm very happy Resident Evil 2 on here, top 4. So we got to think. Let's think of the games that are announced to be coming out throughout the rest of the year. We've got Borderlands 3, we've got Gears of War 5, we've got, what am I missing? Like I'm trying to think of big games that could probably break into this top 10. Man, I'm trying to think what else. There's a ton of stuff still to come. I can't even think of it right now.
Is there?
There's still stuff. There's bigger stuff than just.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff that doesn't have a release date.
Well, there's games we know coming out. Moody in chat. New FIFA, new Call of Duty. Obviously, they'll both break into the top 10. You would imagine.
Yeah,
right?
Easy.
Call of Duty anyway. Obviously, new Madden, new FIFA, new Madden, new Call of Duty. We've got no Battlefield, new Star Wars.
The Star Wars game.
Yeah, so there's plenty of games to come in, and I wonder how this will look at the end of the year, if I'm honest. But we'll see. Speaking of Call of Duty, the next Call of Duty may have been revealed in the strangest way. Several NFL and college football players attended a private Activision event to test out the new Call of Duty, and may have revealed the title of the 2019 game. The event, which has been attached to a hashtag on social media as Call of Duty Partner, shows various 2019 NFL draft prospects. A video uploaded to Reddit from one of the players' Instagrams and was slowed down with subtitles added that it may have shared the newest title of the upcoming game. The words Modern Warfare 4 and Killstreak can be heard, leading many to believe the next Call of Duty will be called Modern Warfare 4, which has been rumoured and been asked for from fans for quite a while. Does that get you going? You happy about that?
No, I honestly, like, every year it happens where it's like, I get hyped for Call of Duty,
Yep.
we get Call of Duty, we play it for not even a week, we play it for like a day or two.
No, that's not true. That's not true. We played Blackout longer than a week.
Blackout. Only because it came with the BR. If there wasn't the BR mode, how long would I have played that?
Do
we think Modern Warfare 4 comes with a BR?
No.
I don't think so. I think they keep pipping out Blackout.
Yeah, no.
As its own thing.
No BR mode in. No, they just released updates for Call of Duty, if I'm not mistaken, the BR mode, new map and stuff like that. Yeah, no, I don't think we'll get a BR mode. I
agree.
In this, but story, I know people care about the Modern Warfare story. People do.
No, they don't.
Some people
they pretend they do.
Okay.
When they say it's not in it, they do. But then this is gonna come out and look at the achievement for how many people beat the story, and it's gonna be all diamonds from chapter 1 all the way to chapter 10 or whatever it ends on. All diamond achievements.
Don't say that. That makes me sad. Don't say that.
I would love to be wrong about this. I would love to.
Okay, let's go on record. Are you buying the new Call of Duty?
If you do.
No, don't do it to me. I'm not planning on getting it. I never plan. To be fair, I've not bought the new Call of Duty for 3 years. My game sharer has bought the new Call of Duty for 3 years, and I just happen to play it. And it comes...
So you've been tricking me for the past 3 years, huh? I haven't known you for 3 years. But...
Yes, you have. No. Yes, you have. You got.
Has it been 3 years? Fix?
I don't know. It's been what we done. 22 months on Twitch, bro.
Oh yeah, it has to be near 3 years.
Jesus, we're getting old.
3 years.
Jesus.
Time flies.
Anyway. So, piece of news that came out that I have watched the trailer for, and I can't wait to actually play, which is crazy. Don't pull that face. Don't pull that face.
Man.
Sea of Thieves has a major new update. The Shores of Gold campaign trailer revealed in its latest trailer. Have you seen this?
No, I haven't. This is the first I heard about it, was when I saw it on
It actually has a story and looks really cool. Big things are happening in Sea of Thieves next week, as Rare's massive game-changing and free anniversary update is finally set to set sail on April 30th. And you can take a look at its most significant additions to the brand new Tall Tale story campaign in a newly revealed trailer. Along with that, obviously, we're getting the PvP arena mode. But I watched the trailer and I was like, oh, this actually looks cool. This actually looks like what I thought we were going to get from a story perspective, and we never did. Look, I don't care what any of you guys say. I played Sea of Thieves. I played Sea of Thieves for 2 days when I played it. Literally. I didn't like it. It was empty. I'm going to go back and... I've got it, obviously. I am going to go back and play this. I want to see it. I want to check it out.
When does this drop?
The 30th.
Okay.
The 30th.
That's soon.
Yeah, a couple of days. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
I
hear you.
Why is everyone doing that? Okay. I'm looking forward to this.
I 100% believe you. It's funny, man. Funny.
What's funny about it?
I just remember you saying, I don't think anything could ever bring me back to this game. It was an empty world. It was empty. I just kept hearing empty. And I agreed. I still agree with everything you said.
It was an empty world.
Disagree.
And I'm hoping it's no longer an empty world. But with a story-driven... If there's got to be stuff to do if you're putting story in it, right?
No. They could literally keep all the same stuff, except when you go there's a bit of dialogue to add story. That's all they need to do to add story. That might be enough.
That might be enough for me.
No, it won't. Don't say that.
It might.
You know what?
It might.
At this point, I'm gonna call it. If that's what happens, and you say that, you're just saying that so you're not wrong. That's the only reason you say that.
Nah. Don't call me out. So I'm going to be checking this out, so we will see. Next up, which we can talk about, Crash, Ed Boon has been out on Twitter, and he's been getting a little crazy. And he had tweeted this out. Lol, oh my god. The $6,440 story is complete bullshit. Where do these people get their information? The vast majority of MK11 skins are not for sale. That's how at NetherRealm makes games. You have to earn them in game. # fact check before reporting. So if you didn't see any of this. There was reports going around that it cost $6,440 to get every skin in MK11, and a lot of YouTubers, obviously, and someone who is a YouTuber, I didn't do it because there was no need, but yes, they clickbaited the shit out of this, and I'm glad that someone's actually spoke about it, come out and be like, hey, this is bullcrap, and we're sick of you guys doing this shit. So
this story, like, there's still people like claiming that that's the fact that like, people just you can go through and buy all the skins. The skins are sold in like the Fortnite fashion, where there's like 5 things available per week or whatever. So realistically, if you wanted to buy all the skins, it'd take you about a fucking year, if not more. Like, you realistically can't do it. You'd grind the stuff out fast. This is just like a lot of misinformation. Somebody wanted to create a headline, put it up there, and it got traction. And then videos started popping up, tweets started popping up. People were attacking NetherRealm. Like, I understand it because the grind is bad.
Which you said.
I talked about earlier. But like, it's not a they're not forcing you to microtransaction. It's just generally bad game design for the grind, which can be remedied. I don't know. This was a funny story.
I had to add it just because I thought it was great to have someone come out and be like, hey, this is bullshit. Like, when that's my statement, leave me alone, sort of thing.
Shout out to Ed Boon.
Damn straight. Last story this week. Anthem delays its entire roadmap. It hasn't fixed loot, and this all feels very bad. The entire roadmap is now delayed. BioWare delivered on a practically nothing that was supposed to get here in April, other than yesterday's Stronghold and a live event or 2. But now everything else that fans assumed would be crammed into the final week or month has indeed been delayed. That would be things like a mastery system, guilds, leaderboards, various free-player events, more legendary missions, also May catalysms, which BioWare will talk about in May, but it almost certainly won't be out until next month. There is no revised roadmap. There are no new dates or months attached to any of these items. Only a statement from BioWare that their mistakes was talking about things too soon, and they'd wait to reveal stuff closer to when it's actually ready to go forward. Perhaps most bitter in was the section about loot in the update post, namely that BioWare knows that the loot and progressions are a problem, and they are working on fixes yet have nothing to announce on the topic. No drop rate increases, no additional source of legendaries, no word on new missions, new mission items, and again, no promised dates for any potential upcoming changes. We'll leave that one there. There's no need to read the rest. This has been the problem for Anthem since day one. We played it solidly for a month.
Yeah, about.
I'd say, and when I say solidly, I mean I was playing
a lot.
4 to 5 to 6 hours a day. I would say for work, I was playing this game. Haley loves it, still loves it to this day. It says, "Can we go back?" And I'm like, I don't want to touch it yet. I really want there to be fixes. I want there to be changes that really matter in the game before I want to go back. And I feel like a vast majority of the gaming community feels the same way as me. Why am I going to go back to a game and do a new Stronghold when the loot's still not fixed? So I'm still going to get crappy loot. And they know that it's a problem, and they can't even give much information. Let's pose a different question. So this is the information out there that's been given. Is Anthem dead?
No.
So why is it not dead to you?
What do we qualify as dead?
Well, I'd say a low player base, obviously, and not relevant in gaming culture. I think that's what I classify something as dead. So if an update comes out and nobody gives a crap about it, that would be like their next big update. So you got to think like, I don't know, like I'm guessing like their next big update is like the equivalent of like the Destiny 2's Forsaken or something like that, right?
But I don't think Anthem's set up to ever have a Forsaken.
Okay,
because it's all free DLC. It's all supposed to be.
But that's the point, right? Is they were meant to be good guys BioWare. We're not charging for our expansions. So you're going to get it and it's going to be free. That's why we celebrated them.
Right. No. Okay. No, because here's the thing with Destiny, they hold off a bunch of stuff and then they release it in one big go. With Anthem, it would be incremental. It'd be, here's a little small portion, here's a little small portion, little by little.
But it's not. That's the point. We're not getting those small portions.
Right. I'm not disagreeing with that.
So when do you think we can officially say Anthem is dead?
When they stop producing content.
That's when Anthem's dead, not when there's no one playing it.
They'll keep producing content if there's people playing it. If there's no one playing it.
Yeah, go on.
If there's no one playing it, it loses player base, obviously. Then they stop making content.
Yeah, I think in the wide scheme of things for me, it's like I just don't care about it anymore. I lost all interest in such a great game as well. And all it has done is make me want an Iron Man game. That's it. That's all it's done now. I didn't get anything out of Anthem because the story wasn't great. The world wasn't interesting to me. Like, in the end, now looking back, you're like, we tried to make it look interesting. We tried, but there just wasn't enough content, which is what we've said since day one. Yeah. And now we're at this point where we're like, okay, when are we going back? When are you going back? You're going to go back to the next update drop?
Whenever they fix loot. I've said this since like day one. Whenever they fix loot, the issue is like I'm assuming they're like reworking everything from the ground up, but without a temporary fix where it's like here's an increased loot rate, and I don't understand why they don't do that.
Yeah,
I think they're too much on their own high horse. Like we know what's best for our game, so we're not going to do anything.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. It's a
lot of really saddening news.
Oh, it sucks. It sucks. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Games with gold this month. I've been saying the Necromancer and not even been thinking about it. I got a message the other day from a friend of the show, Tony. Shout out to him. And he was like, 3 weeks in a row. And I was like, I forgot his shout out. I forgot something. What? He's like, you said Necromancer 3 weeks in a row. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, Tony. It's done as Necromancer. So the Necromancer is available from April 1st to April 30th on Xbox One. And you've also gone.
Fix. It's actually
no, don't give a fuck. Outcast. Outcast. Second Contract is available from April 16th to May 15th. On the Xbox 360 side of things, you've got Ghost Recon Wildlands from April 16th to April 31st. We were going to my email. We're going to Fixer's Sack here. I feel like I've not done this show in ages, which you can email in my Xbox and me podcast at gmail.com. I would say we can do that, but we have no emails. So awkward. I will check the email box one more time because I did tweet out just beforehand. I will check live on the show right now. Is there an email? No, there's not. There's no emails. Not even Moody cares enough to email anymore.
I can't. Moody? Wow.
Damn.
How the mighty have fallen.
I know, it hurts. It hurts.
He doesn't care about Fixer's Sack anymore.
I know. It sucks. His wife must be doing a good job again. Let's plug and get ourselves out of here. Crash, what you got to plug this week?
At Kreshnik Plays on Twitter.
Sweet.
I tweet something. That's it.
Okay. Well, great. Remember, I will say it this time. We are going to be recording again on Tuesday because obviously I want to get up to date with the show. So what I need from everyone listening, if you're listening to this late, and I appreciate everyone that clicks their goddamn play button, even when it's late, so thank you. I need emails, or me and Snowbite Mike have no show next week. When we do a show late, the news is obviously cut off. So there'll be even less news on Tuesday. If we have no news, we can't do shows. I don't ever want to miss a week, so let's make this an all-email week. Email in E3 predictions, if you want our thoughts on E3, if you want our thoughts on digital Xbox, if you want our thoughts on other things, email in questions, comments, concerns. It doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter what it's about. Email in, let's get this going. I'm listening to you guys out there, you know, the ones that don't usually email in. I want to hear from you, please. Please, please, please. You can find me everywhere at MC Fixer. Patreon is what keeps the lights on. So please do consider going to patreon.com/MCFixer. All the Xbox bags have actually gone. So thank you everyone that upped their Patreon pledge. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Stu. Shout out to anybody else supporting at the $20 level. They have all gone. So thank you. Those will be getting sent out at the end of the month once Patreon goes through. And yeah, thank you all for the support. And until next time, I will love you, leave you, and see you all later. Goodbye.